At first when I read this week's topic, I was like, great, free choice, I can pick what I want to talk about. What am I gonna talk about?
10% luck, 20% skill, 15% concentrated power of will, 5% pleasure, 50% pain, and 100% reason to remember the name.
Hi, my name is Sandy and you're watching Saturday on the YARebels. And apparently I don't know my dates because I totally thought next week's topic is this week's topic, and thus I am not prepared for this week's topic. But anyway, right now I've pulled up a random book tag to do. This book tag I found off Lizzie Books channel. It was created by Padfoot and Prongs 07. So the first question is, what book makes you feel happy? I'm gonna go with If I Stay by Gail Forman, though it is kind of depressing too. For the most part, it's a really charming book. I really like the interactions with the characters. I like crying when I read because it makes me feel like everything is all the more real. Question number 2, what book makes you sad? I actually don't have it with me right now, but that would be Jellicoe Road by Melina Marchetta. The backstory, the story about Fitz and Webb and Tate always makes me cry, and I can't give away what happens because it'd be a huge spoiler. Number 3, what book makes you angry? Maybe Stolen by Lucy Christopher, mostly at the resolution. You really want the book to end in one way because you've become such a fan of the characters, but you know they can't have that kind of ending because they've just been traumatized and torn so badly, and that is what makes it frustrating. Number 4, nostalgic. Well, the easy answer would have to be the Harry Potter series because it reminds me of being read the series when I was a kid. It reminds me of waiting every summer for the next book to be released. And I'll never forget watching the movies with my friends or my families or going to the midnight premiere. It has too many memories attached to it. Number 5, scared. I usually don't read horror books. I abhor horror. That is the one genre I will not read. Now that I've reorganized my bookshelf, I can't find anything. So I think I'm gonna go with The Forest of Hands and Teeth series by Carrie Ryan, in which there are many zombies and they want to eat many people in a very frightening way. Number 6 is surprise. I'm going with Bitter Blue by Kristen Cashore, which I recently read and it's awesome. I'm one of the kind of readers who tend to dissect the book while I'm reading, so by chapter 3 I already have a list of who I think are the Draco Malfoys and who are the Neville Longbottoms in the book. Even though some parts of Bitter Blue are predictable, other parts are really surprising, especially the climax. What you think is one thing was actually a completely other thing, and it changes your whole perspective on the rest of the book. Number 7 is what book made you feel disappointed? I would sadly have to go with City of Fallen Angels by Cassandra Clare. I love the Mortal Instruments series. It is one of the reasons why I got back into reading when I was in high school. I read City of Bones and I loved it. I don't know, it just wasn't as good as the first 3 books. Number 8 is what book made you feel distressed? For this one I'm actually picking a classic, and that is The Mayor of Casterbridge by Thomas Hardy. I read this in English of my senior year of high school. Every chapter pissed me off because the characters are so human and they do stupid things and they're horrible and vicious to each other. After every chapter I would complain to my friends, oh, I hate this book because so-and-so did this to so-and-so and then this happened and they're so selfish and blah 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 blah. And then after a while my friends are kind of like, you really like this book, don't you? And lastly, number 9 is what book makes you feel confused? And I'm going with The Maze Runner by James Dashner. Dashner does this frustrating yet really good job of raising a lot of interesting questions for us to wonder about and then not answering them. Next, I tag all of you to try your hand at this tag, either leaving a video response or just writing it down in the comments. Anyway, that is all I have for you today. I'll see you next week.